Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq, coming to you live from CES 2024 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Joining us for this segment, we have Nakul Duggal. He's Senior Vice President and General Manager of Automotive and Cloud at Nasdaq-listed Qualcomm, and we're here to discuss digital transformation for the automotive industry. Nakul, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to TradeTalks.
Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about some of the solutions across the Snapdragon digital chassis that have been adopted by nearly every global automaker. Tell us about the strategy. Obviously it's working. What's behind the strategy?
Yeah. You know, we've been involved with the automotive business as a focused unit for about 10 years now. And the approach we took was, we're a technology company. We focus on innovation. We focus on how we can add value to our customers. And we realized early that the car was going to go through a massive transformation. There are many things that are driving the transformation, but fundamentally it is becoming a digital product. As you have the electrification of vehicles, it is a completely new product, it's new identity. And that creates a tremendous opportunity for the car to have new architectures for semiconductors, for new experiences, whether it's driver assistance or automated driving, or what the cabin feels like. Cars are all connected, they're all very software based. It gave us the opportunity within Qualcomm to be able to think about how should we organize our assets, how should we organize our product strategy to really become one with the automotive ecosystem. So that's how the Snapdragon digital chassis was conceived. And then what we are doing with the chassis is really making it an open platform, because we want to make sure that it is something that automakers can lean on, make their own, bring ecosystem partners in to develop on top, and that is really resonating with the ecosystem.
In addition to your work with global automakers, you're also announcing collaborations with a number of technology companies, AWS, CRM. How do you view and approach partnerships during this time of significant digital transformation for the automotive industry?
Yeah. I mean, it is mandatory. You
Right.
cannot really transform without an ecosystem that exists in many other industries coming to automotive. I mean, if you think about it, the reason the chassis has been so successful with us is it provides a gateway for large ecosystems to understand how to connect into automotive, which is a very complex industry. Right? Automotive is highly fragmented, global, a lot of different architectures that have to coexist. So the approach that we took was to be able to simplify and make very predictable how to actually connect into the car from a digital perspective. As we did that, it was noticed by large ecosystem players, and we partnered heavily with Google, with AWS, now with Salesforce, many others. And for them, it was about how can they change their products, how can they build services that create more value for the automotive ecosystem. So it's one of those things where you have to recognize that really to be able to unlock true value in the car, ecosystems that have done that in other industries need to be able to have access to that platform. That's what we've been able to go do.
What about some recent updates to the Snapdragon digital chassis portfolio?
Yeah, there is always something or the other changing. I mean, can't get through CES without talking about Gen AI every other minute. So, I'll use this opportunity. I think what we have been doing with the chassis is to over-dimension it for performance. And the reason is, we know that the car is going to keep changing over its life cycle. It's a software product. And that over-dimensioning has helped us because we have added AI hardware in the platform, regardless of whether we know whether customers will use it or not. And we are now showcasing actually at the show commercial hardware that is in vehicles that is essentially upgradable to add edge AI into these vehicles through a software update. We're showing a very interesting use case where if you have a fault code on the new EV that you buy, you can actually ask the car what the fault code is, an AI model takes over, looks up the manual, which is digitally located inside the vehicle, runs a model, also run locally, to be able to take you to exactly where the solution is and what to go to next. It's something that we were able to do very easily. So the tools I think that AI brings to the automotive ecosystem will be fantastic. We are doing a lot in the ADAS stack. The ADAS stack, for automated driving is going to become something that will exist in every single vehicle. We are optimizing our platforms to be able to, so we announced something called Flex, where you're running the ADAS stack and the infotainment solution side by side to be able to provide much better total cost of ownership. So lots of different things going on.
And I want to get some outlook here. Of course, AI is going to be part of that. How will artificial intelligence reshape the in-vehicle experience, and what role will Qualcomm play in developing these new experiences in the vehicle?
You know, what I love about the car, and this is something that all of us as consumers can relate to, cars have a tremendous amount of variable context. If you're looking at your phone, if you're looking at your PC, it's a device that you use for your own personal purpose. It's kind of your personal device. A car is not like that. A car actually has a purpose to take you from A to B. It could be a car that you rent, it could be a car that is for your family or your commuter car. So the context changes a lot. The weather matters. What time of day it is matters. What it is that you're trying to, are you looking for directions? Are you looking to check on a problem with your vehicle? AI is able to bring a set of tools to the automotive ecosystem that are going to allow consumers to be able to have an experience with their product that isn't really possible if you don't have something sitting inside the vehicle. And that to me, so we are just at the very start. We've had so many conversations where automakers are now thinking about how do they put AI into the vehicle so that they can actually get insights from what it is that their customers like, what they would like to see different, what patterns move from one region or one type of car or one demographic to the other. And that's not possible if you don't actually have that interactivity. That's the one thing that is going to unlock. And then of course the service models, what you run on the edge, what you run on the cloud, those will all evolve. So to me, there is an aspect of, do I want to be able to talk to ChatGPT in the cloud and get a question answered? Sure. Can I make a reservation with all of those things? Yes. But then it starts to come down to how does the car architecture actually change, because it's becoming a digital product. That's where you will start to see changes immediately. So we are actually super excited because a lot of the planting of the architecture has already been done. The hardware supports it. Now it's really a question of actually starting to deploy it.
All right, Nakul, appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on
Thank you very
Trade
much.
Talks. And thanks for joining me from CES. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.